Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Century Countess. Today is another chat and chill with art. We are going to be taking our Darcy character that we made a while back. This is literally our first male doll. As you can see, I've already sanded off his eyebrows. I painted this myself. It was an unpainted head, but I've been getting a little bored with the look, and plus the plan for this doll just went out the door. It went immediately out the door. So we've got some colors planned. I wanted to do black sides of neon green, but for now we're going to do a light purple, which we will make with this and this later on. Here are our colors. We're going to do a little bit of black, a little bit of red. We are going to be making a Clown-Goth character, and I have a little bit of a storyline with this character, and it is for those of you who are fans, Gotham Marvel fans. This is Batman related. This is Joker themed, of course. We're not doing the Joker, but we are doing something special. So let's begin. Oh, you want to hear something funny, you guys? I paused the camera to grab myself a glass of tea, then sat right back down and I forgot to grab the glass. 1 sec. Okay, we got our beverage. Let's set that down. Let me get a sip. Sovereign sweet tea, as the mix said. It was Sovereign sweet tea. Tastes like Sovereign sweet tea. So, Lord. We're only using a smidge, and we don't want much. We just want a little bit because we want to try to keep much of the skin tone that we have here, so because it matches the skin, but we want to kind of make it look like this guy put on makeup. So we want to kind of blend it to look like he put on the makeups, but we do want to make sure that we cover the brows. Now, I sanded his eyebrows because I don't want him to have eyebrows, because it would get in the way with the makeup that I have planned. And the makeup that we have in mind, I want to give him kind of something similar to my makeup, but bump it up a level. Let's see. And we might even give him contacts. We might even give him, like, keep one eye regular and give him one, like, zombie white eye after we do his eye makeup. Because I will admit, you guys, when I first did this doll, the eye part, I don't know if you can see it, but if you can see the detail of that eye right there, I apologize if oh, there we go. That was not easy, making the little ring around the eye, and then the shadowing, and then the layers. Alright. Also, let's get rid of the sideburns. This is no longer he's no longer a Darcy character. So we're getting rid of not the length of the sideburns. We can't fully get rid of the sideburns. Now, this will not be the character's permanent head. We will probably make this into another character, but for now he will serve as a substitute head, because right now we're surviving on a budget thanks to the government. The insanities of the government, I should say. But, oh well. Things happen. Things happen. Alright. So a little bit about this character. So, the character's name, and hold on, we still got more. The character's name, I want to say his name is Jasper. His first name is Jasper. His middle name is, it's not his real middle name, of course. Jasper Joker. And we haven't decided on his last name yet. We're pondering because, for those of you who are Marvel fans, and I know only a little bit, there's so many alternate universes with the Marvel comics, especially in the series. There's characters who have had kids with this character, and then another comic, they've never had children. They just they chose a new successor that wasn't blood related to them, but in another comic they had a kid and their kid turned evil, that type of thing. So we're trying to think, what universe will we put him in? So for now, his name is J.J.R, which is Jasper Joker Jr. Or Joker Jr, since it's two J's. J.J.R. So his name is J, so his nickname is J.J. J.J. Jr. Or J.J. Jr. Or J.J.J. or J.J.R. Right? Okay. Now, hold on, his nose. We keep... The one thing about these is the crevices. We gotta get those crevises. Everything. And like I said, we're dry brushing it. We just want to kind of give it like a powdery look. We want to make it look like he put on loads of powder. As you can see, look at that. You could actually see. Now, if this was realistic, if this was a realistic head and not an animated head, it would literally make great blemishes. There we go. I forget the word blemishes, but look, you can literally lots of blemishes. It's obvious. Obviously, he either caked it on or he had some really bad acne when he was younger. Alright, we did kind of overkilled. We did overkilled with the dry brush around the extended part of the sideburns. The extended sideburns are coming in, so here it is. This is what we have so far. I apologize if the light gets in the way, so let me kind of zoom it. Now, as you can see, some of the flesh tone that I paint previously is poking out around the eyes, but that doesn't matter because we're going to be adding eyeliner and some intense eye makeup. So we're going to do that real quick. One sec. I just need to wipe and dry my brush and get to the next step. So we're going to let him dry a little bit, and I'm going to pause real quick, and we're back. So we're going to go in with a little bit of pink. And so I'm sorry you guys cannot see how I'm doing it, but we're going to go in with a little bit of pink. Try not to cover his eye too much. We will go over if we have to. Like I said, we may have to paint over his eyes, but we're not going to do too much just to get a very good bit. of blend it out dry brushly. Get over here. Let's scoop a little bit of the pink, scoop a little bit of the red. So, we gotta darken it just a bit. Okay, this is what we have. Let me kind of, there we go. Next, we're going to take a little bit of the black. Oh, we almost opened the purple. Alright, let's take a little bit of the black. Alright. My luck, this is going to spill and there's going to be a hell cost of a mess. Right, so we just want to dab just a bit, brush off the excess, and then add the iconic. Well, actually, let's, where's that brush? Oh, don't you hate it when brushes do this? Where they split and then it fucks up everything. Let's see, where's that other brush? Okay. Let's wet it. So like I said, this face sculpt, as I call it, this is what they call the head's face sculpt for some reason. It will just be a practice for our actual head when we get the actual head that we want for this. Or who knows, it might turn out even better if we can just, let's see. Maybe we can fix the mistake. Alright, next. Let's get a little bit of the black. So yeah, and then for this project, it's going to be a set of 4 dolls. We have Jasper. And then we have not 1, not 2, but 3. I don't know if they're going to be his girlfriends or if they're going to be his sisters, but I'm thinking about girlfriends. We're going to like literally, unlike the Joker, who only had Harley Quinn, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but there's another Joker had got another girlfriend, who's just as twisted as he is, and very much different than the Harley Quinn character. Literally, best way to describe her, she was like, I'm trying to remember the comic. She was talking to a professor or a therapist or something, and he was drinking tea, and she was talking about all this crazy stuff, and then the tea was actually poisoned, and then she gets dressed up in like this crazy clown girl makeup stuff and costume, and then she just leaves him to die while she goes to find the Joker. I just forget the name of that comic, but there was a comic that was just her introduction. Now let's see, we want to kind of smear this out just a bit, kind of make it grimy and grungy. A little bit of smear here, smear there. All right. You guys, hold on. I just got to do one last thing. You guys, he looks kind of crazy. I have to do his eyes, but I got to show this to you. Let me just see. Look at that. He already looks crazy. He looks like, for those of you who are familiar with Return of the Living Dead, do you remember, I think his name was Freddy. I'm adding a little bit more paint there or something. But remember Freddy, and there's a scene when right after Freddy turns into a zombie, somebody throws acid in his face. That's what he looks like right now. He literally looks like he caught acid. He got blinded by acid. Now we're just gonna now that we've got that, we're going to wash our brush and then go on to the next step. One sec. Okay, we are back, and I made a boo-boo, you guys. So I got in the zone and just started painting his eyes. And, but yeah, here they are. So he's got one red eye contact, one white one. And hold on, let me see if I can. If the focus will fix. There we go. But what I did was I just put a black dot in, waited a little bit, then added another bit of white, dabbed it over there just a bit, so you have the black bit of the iris. Then I took a sewing needle and just dabbed a pupil in. And that's how you make the eye. Next, we're going to be doing the lips. So let me clean my brushes, and we'll do, well, actually, before I do that, well, actually, yeah, let me clean my brushes. And we're back. So now we're going to take the black paint, more of the black paint, and we are going to paint all the sides black. And there is a reason to this. We're not going to paint the top black. We're just going to paint the sides as best as our ability. We are going to try to leave some of the blue out for a little bit of texture. Some sideburns. So anyway, going back to the idea, going back further into the sculpture, we are, so it's going to be him. He's going to be sitting on the ground, you know, in a very interesting posture. I have an idea of the outfit. I'm still working on minor details because at first I wanted to do a combo of black leather, neons, but the first concept, I almost recreated the trickster jacket from Dead by Daylight, and I don't want to do that, so we're going with traditional purple, which is probably going to pop him out as Joker related because of the purple. But that's fine. That is fine. Yeah, I like the makeup. The head sculpt's cool, but it's not going to suit the character. So I've just concluded this will be a temporary head for him until we decide. But I just wanted to see what this would look like with clown makeup, you know. And like I said, I might like it. It just may not be for the vision that we have in mind. So anyway, he's sitting on the ground. The three clown girls are behind him, and he's holding up a decapitated Batman head. So that's going to be fun to do. You know, just something a little gory and a little bit dark to add to the doll collection. We still got to work on Dahlia. Dahlia is supposed to be holding like a brain, but we haven't gotten to that. And there's some of my dolls really I need to work, you know, finish. There are dolls that are finished. Some of them are missing shoes, some of them are missing actual outfits, some of them are just, you know, there's so many things, but I just get my idea on another project, and when that happens I lose focus on another project. So I need to really start just mainly focusing, which is why we are going to be focusing more on the dollhouse soon. We need to get that done because we just got a notification that inspections might be sometime late this month or early or mid of next month. Speaking of which, as you guys know, something very big is coming up in December, the protection order renewal. So fingers crossed all this mayhem does not happen the day of. Otherwise, they're on their own. They have to reschedule with me. I can't deal with double the crisis. And if it is the same day and I have to leave right when they're walking in, I'm going to just say you're on your own. You're on your own. I have to defend. My safety comes first. My safety comes first. So next is the lips. So here's what we have so far. We did do a little bit of contouring off camera. So next we're going to do his lips. And we're kind of like, we're not going to do nice on him. We're going to give him like that big wide smile, and it's going to be all smeary. Let's add a bit of more red to it. There we go. And then of course a little red nose. And next, let me see, is there any of the black left? I wanted to do something really cool with the, let's see. Right, Let me remove the cap on this. I'm not going to say we're doing well with not spilling anything because you never know. I might jinx myself. So here's the part of the project where it could make me or break me. Let me see. Let me get into the light. My eyes aren't as they used to, so I can't see if I dabbled in it or not. So the next part that we're going to do is stab a little dot line to the lips, and then completely thrash it. Oh, you guys, okay, it's starting to kind of grow on me. I mean, after adding this smile, you guys, it's growing on me. Oh my god, it's growing on me, you guys. It's a little bit too intensity in reds, too in black, I mean, so let's just snick it a bit, yes. And look at that smeared work. Okay, but first, let's see, where's the dry brush? Right, let's just pat that. Right. Look at that, you guys. There's a little bit of, I don't know what that looks. That does not look okay. Let's just fix that. And just brush it out. Alright, look at there. There we go. Oh, this is kind of cool. And then, let's see, where's my other tool? Real quick, let's take this sewing needle, and then what we want to do is we just want to just about ready. Alright, put that there. And then just brush that a little bit more. And that kind of away. There. We'll pick up that brush later, but there we go. Alright, let's put the paint back on our clothes, wash our brushes, and go on to the next step. Okay, our next step is playing with this. This is really good, you guys. I prefer to leave it in molds for a few days for it to permanently take its shape, because sometimes this will either work or not work. And what I mean by that, it literally, when it dries, I'm telling you guys, the texture of how it dries is like hard plastic. So I'm going to take some of this out. Also, you want to make sure that it's it's fully secure it, make sure all the air is out, because this stuff lasts a while and it's worth the price if you're able to add it to your budget. But it does take a few days for it to dry. You do not want to paint on this when it's not fully dry or when it's on the verge of feeling kind of like a hard rock. If it feels like a stiff marshmallow, then it's okay to paint. When it feels like kind of like this, when it's like literally still flimsy, stiff, the outer texture is stiff but the inner texture is not a good time to paint. But what we want to do is basically go over the hairline with this, because we're going to give him some crazy hair. Now this stuff, like I'm showing you right now, it's like gum. You can't really just pull it out easily, pull a piece out easily. It stretches, it literally stretches. So what we want to do, well actually, I don't know why I'm just doing this all at once, when we could just put the blob on. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the blob on and just, blend it with the hairline. Now, texture details is going to be a little bit crazy with this. So this may work, this may not. So we're going to hopefully be able to do something. And I'll be able to show you a little bit of this on camera, but a lot of this will be in stages. So unfortunately, you may see this is not going to be the full completion. But as you can see, we're getting something. We're getting something. Let's just swoop. No, we're not going to give him a bang. Let's see. So you guys, we decided not to go with what we had planned with the clay, because we were just not getting anything. Like I said, I prefer, sculpting like minor details into it was not working out, and I didn't want to risk wasting clay if it didn't turn out how I had hoped. So I pulled it all off, put it back in the bag. But this is what we have so far. I might try to find a troll doll that they sell cheap on eBay or something and just steal the hair from that. I think that would be the easiest. Hopefully we can find it. Those dolls are not very popular, and hopefully we can just find like a really grummy looking one for parts or something. Anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.